You are actually just one step away from having the wealth and abundance you want in your life. One step or one shift in understanding, which will really make such a big difference for you attracting the wealth and abundance you want for your life very easily and smoothly. So what is that step and how can you make it? Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Amritashraya.
And my name is Devanatha. Wealth and abundance it's a topic. Some people might not want to be rich, other people want to be rich, but all of us, we can agree that we want to achieve the goals we set out in our life. Either create something for ourselves or for the people around us. And for that, in this world, we need money, we need resources. It might be people, it might be energy, it might be health, it might be money. All that we can put under the umbrella of abundance, wealth and abundance, basically. So, coming to the understanding that we all need it and we all want it, how do we get it? What is that one step that will help us to achieve the wealth and abundance in our life, so we can do what we want?
Yes. So I'll give you that answer. What is that one key? I'll give it to you like in a short sentence. We'll expand on it from there. But the main thing, the core thing you need to understand, the shift you have to make in your understanding, is that we tend to believe that we get in life the things that we desire. We feel that if we desire something, that should become the reality of our lives.
Which is not true.
No, which is not true. Actually, what we get in our life is what we believe. What we believe in, that is what we get. That is what reality is reflecting back to us. So not what you are desiring is always the reality you are living in, but what you are believing is the reality you are living in.
So that's where a lot of the frustration is coming from that we experience. We feel like, oh no, we don't want this poverty, we don't want this in our life. But if we look in, we can see that actually what we believe is that we'll only be getting poverty, more of the same. But then on the other side, we have the desire to be rich. And constantly this conflict between the two is there. And as long as that conflict is there, suffering is there.
That conflict, actually, what happens is you'll feel a lot of powerlessness. If you feel, I wanted to be rich in life, but this is the life I'm having, I'm actually seeing poverty, or I'm not seeing the results in my career I wanted, I'm not seeing the results in my finances I wanted, you'll feel very easily, you'll feel like a victim of the situation. Like life is not giving you what you actually deserved, it's not giving you what you desired, what to do. You won't know how to take control of the situation, how to actually change the situation around and manifest the reality you wanted.
Yeah. Either we'll be saying like life is unfair, or we'll be taking it out on ourselves saying, oh, I'm not capable, I'm not able to achieve what I want, to get what I want. Both of that will make us feel powerless and insecure. And
powerlessness is actually one thing to avoid in life is powerlessness. Powerlessness never gets you anywhere. Instead, it gets you it will always get you down, and will always, when you are encouraging powerlessness in your life, it will just reflect in the reality around you as having a life you feel you do not desire, you feel you do not want that. So just to give a small example, say you feel you desire to be wealthy in life, to have abundance in life, to have everything you need to fulfill your life purpose, to fulfill the goals you have set for yourself. You think that's your desire, but on another level, you carry a different belief about the world. For instance, you believe life never gives me what I wanted. Life is always being unfair. Other people always reach their goals so much more easily than me. I always have to struggle. If those beliefs are sitting there inside of you, even if you think you are desiring wealth, that belief that you have to struggle for everything in life, it will just pop up everywhere. You will only get wealth with such a strong struggle involved.
Then if desire alone is not strong enough, and it's actually our belief that is manifesting the reality that we get, that we see, then how do we change it?
So I think for us to change the beliefs we have, few things, maybe two things actually are required. First is that we start to bring awareness to the beliefs we actually have. I think our desires, we tend to be more aware of those. We actually, we all know, oh, I want this for my life, I want that for my life. Maybe sometimes even that is an issue. But definitely our desires are more upfront and more straightforward to us. Our beliefs, they are often much more on the gut level, And that's why it's so very useful that our life is exactly showing what our beliefs are, that life is an expression of our beliefs, because we can look at life and from that we can actually see, hey, what is actually in my inner space? What am I believing about me and about life? So first, to bring that awareness, to know what, to start looking inside, start looking at life and at yourself from that perspective of, I am creating what I believe. So what is it actually that I am believing?
Yeah, using life and whatever comes in your life as a reflection, and to look back into yourself and see, oh, so this is actually what I'm believing, that's why I'm getting this life. Not blaming life, but using life and whatever happens to look in and see what are the beliefs, what are the incompletions, as Swamiji calls it, that are stuck inside me, preventing me to live the life that I want to live. So once we do that, we can use the completion technique as taught by Swamiji, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. We already made a video, like in a short manner, explaining what the completion technique is and how to practice it. So we'll put the video up here for you, so you can learn it if you didn't already practice. And I think that's the first step. Finding your beliefs and then completing those beliefs. Next step will be acting on your desires. Because nothing happens when we don't create, when we don't manifest. We are like the center point, the creators in our life. So as soon as the obstacles are gone, the beliefs are gone, the beliefs are aligned, we actually start to believe that we can have wealth, abundance, whatever we want in life, we can manifest it. Then it's time to take action. And when we take action, it's very important that we are aligned to that action, that there's integrity in our actions and even in our thoughts. So when I think I want to have like a healthy body, all of my actions should be aligned to that healthy body, and I should be integrated with that thought and with those actions. So I should get up in the morning and do my yoga, do my cleansing practices, and during the day make sure that I take healthy foods, drink enough liquids, everything. So if I'm aligned and integrated to what I want, that will manifest as a reality.
Actually, your action being aligned to what you want to create as a reality, it doesn't involve like a whole lot of actions. You don't have to look at every action independently. What it takes is actually one thing, is one very strong decision that you're actually going to create the reality that you are aiming at. You have to make a decision for that from a space, from an integrated space. Like sometimes we use this word of wholeheartedly. Deciding for something wholeheartedly. See, what we do in life many times is like this example you give. You say like, oh, this year I want to have a healthy body. But then there's these other, you have these other desires also. Like, hey, every weekend I like to go out with friends, and maybe we go out for dinner, maybe we go out for having some extra nice foods, and maybe we go for party. And those realities don't really match. So you're deciding for one thing a little bit. You're deciding for something else also a little bit, because you feel like you don't want to give that up. If in your decision for life, your energy is going in two directions, how will you ever move in that one direction that you want to go, right? If your inner space is being pulled in two directions, you'll just be like stuck in that same spot because you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Then it means like one half of you wants to go and party and do everything that's bad for the body. The other half wants to have a healthy yogic body. And constantly you will feel guilty the next day after partying, waking up. You wake up with a terrible headache and a dry throat and everything. And you feel like, oh no, I'm not doing what I want, and you'll feel miserable. But the only thing that's the problem is the lack of integrity. If that's really your desire to have that yogic body, then you should be integrated. Then you should align every action, every thought, just to that goal, and it will manifest. So it's basically, it's always, again, it's our decision to either do it or not do it. We shouldn't be in that split position, or even like multiple different personalities, each going another way. That will hurt us. That will not allow us to manifest anything, and then we'll feel powerless again.
And there's a very interesting thing which happens actually if you practice to make your decisions from an integrated space. See, one thing which happens is your actions, if you are very sure on what you are deciding, you are very clear on it, you are ready to move in that direction wholeheartedly, then your actions will align so easily. But what happens if we create that integrated space in us, if we become a very integrated and wholehearted person, then there's something which happens in us, in our beings, in the frequency of the person we are, is that if you decide for something, if you are willing it, things just happen to align to that. You don't even need to put in so much effort. You don't have to put in all that action you maybe beforehand thought you would need. Because if you are very integrated and clear on what you're deciding, life just shifts to make that happen. That reality it can actually really just manifest.
You'll see that you will attract the right friends. You'll find like new ways to make that into a reality. Just by the decision. So it's not that it's a lot of hard work, like you're saying. It's actually an integrated, like one-pointed decision that will make everything else happen.
So when we say that creating the wealth and abundance, attracting the wealth and abundance in your life that you want for yourself, that it's just one step away, then there's a few things which are important to remember and to understand. First, this is one point of you are not seeing the reality you desire maybe. You are always seeing the reality you believe. What you believe about life, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about what you deserve. That is the reality you are having. And if you think it should be a different one than is happening to you right now, then you have to go start and look in, what beliefs do I carry about life? What beliefs do I carry about myself? And if those beliefs are not getting you where you want to be, use that technique, that completion technique, like we were saying. It's really a very useful technique. It will help you dig out those patterns, those mindsets, those ways of thinking with which you have been hurting yourself, limiting yourself, confusing yourself. It will help you clean all that out and become very focused and clear-minded.
And then when you have completed those incompletions, then you're ready to take action. So you're clear about what you want, then you take action and you decide fully, integrated, that this is what I'm going to do no matter what it takes, and you start manifesting it and you start taking action. Then you're able to achieve anything in life.
And we tend to think like, oh, this is the purpose I want to achieve, this is my goal, but there's no money, there's no resources, people are not there to help me. If that is the life that you are seeing, then it's really time to start looking in at those beliefs, like we said. Because in reality, it will never be like that. It is your inner space which is manifesting the reality you see. If you are active, involved with life, knowing what you want, life just happens and just manifests for you to be able to do that.
That's about it for today. I hope this was useful for you and it allows you to dig out those beliefs, patterns, incompletions that hold you back from manifesting what you want, and that you can actually start to move in that direction powerfully and enjoy it. We always like when you share your experiences below in the comment sections or your ideas. We always go through them and try to answer as many as we can. So don't forget to leave your comments. And also we want to thank everybody who supports us by giving a like for this video, and of course our regular subscribers. So we'll see you next Thursday. Until then, take care and be blissful.
Be blissful.